everyone. Thank you for clicking on my channel and welcome to the journey home. My name is Catherine and I live in Nova Scotia. This is your week ahead afternoon delight reading. And just a heads up, I haven't done the video yet. Got my rings on. Haven't done the video yet, but I will have it in the description below. By the time this video is published, it will be out. But it won't be on YouTube. It will be on BitChute. I will explain in that video why it is on BitChute and not on YouTube. Simply because of the delicacy of the nature of what is to come, what we can expect. These are more than just predictions. They are based or backed by facts. So, the focus for this week, because it is the full moon, and as I had predicted in coming up to this week, certain predictions about crashes in the markets, we saw this. It happened. Is it over yet? I'm not sure. But I know that there's big news in the crypto world. In my predictions that I did, the video on predictions on Theta going into the thousands, there was a card that came up. I asked, the question was, when will we reach that first $1,000 mark for Theta? And up came the Four of Wands, which talked about partnership. And I noticed on the news today, IBM looks like it may be partnering. It may be the one that partners with Theta. It is talking about selling patents as NFTs. NFTs meaning non-fungible tokens. Our system is changing. We are coming into, well, we are in the Aquarius age now, guys. This is about secrets being revealed, knowledge gained, and moving into new technology. Which, by the way, the silver markets, oh my goodness, has anyone noticed what's going on in the silver markets? And the bank CEOs, the big bank CEOs, have to go before Congress in May. They were before Congress in 2019, and what a big disappointment that was, because I don't know if that's because Congress is ignorant and they don't understand the language that these banks are using to wiggle in and out. But for those in the know, it's like, oh my gosh, they're just admitting to rigging and getting away with it. Are they going to continue getting away with it? No. The squeeze has been on for a few months now, and they're barely keeping above water. So this news will break, guys. So let's get on with you in particular. For everyone who's listening to this video, what is up for this week ahead for you? The energies that are surrounded you obviously have to do with the full moon. This full moon is drastic, important, world-changing. So, at the head of your reading, first card up is the Messenger of Earth. So we have a slow start to the week. Virgo energy. Each step that you are taking this week is meticulous, articulate, careful, cautious. You want things to be predictable. No radical changes. You can't help it with what the energies are going on around you. This makes me, the feeling I'm getting from this, guys, is that while the world is wobbling to and fro here with economics, with what's going on with the VIRUS, what's going on with the politics, you're just wanting to stay grounded, not going to make a move one way or the other. Some of you are like, I'm not going to buy any more crypto, or I'm going to hodl what I have bought. Queen of Earth, nurturing. This feels like crypto. All right, at the heart of the reading, there's conflict. Okay, so it's just as I said here. The feelings that I was getting off this card, this confirms it at the heart of your reading. We have the Five of Fire. Conflict. It's inner conflict or outer conflict. This feels like outer conflict. We have the World card, ending a cycle. That's the full moon cycle that we're coming into here. We've felt the effects of this full moon since the beginning of April. We started to feel the energies, and they became really strong a couple of weeks ago. Well, now they're here. So there is a nurturing energy here. And with this conflict of what's going on in the world, what's going on in the family, what's going on with your relationships, being a little conflicted, well, or maybe a lot conflicted, you're being careful. You could also be being careful because someone from the past returns. Or you may be being careful because and nurturing self because of your health. Nurturing self. Taking care of your mental and physical health. Reflecting on memories of the past. Being discontent with how things have been. But here comes that unexpected help. The King of Fire. Stepping in to support you. And I feel too, for those of you who are into cryptos or hodling your silver, buying your silver while you can, because that's going to explode. This Four of Fire, this gives me now this can be about discontent. And for some of you, it could be like, when is this going to take off? You know, like we've been seeing crash after crash after crash, disappointment after disappointment. The energies and the emotions have been rising almost exponentially. Some of you are looking at your investments and saying, is this going to go anywhere? Then that unexpected help. And it may be the reminder of what your value is, what your importance is in the world stage. The waiting game. Yeah. Some of you, okay, well, we can talk about love, the waiting game with the love, preparing yourself, conflicted as to where you belong, who belongs. So you're moving very slowly forward this week, carefully, and willing to wait until this full moon passes over. Come May 6th, we're going to come into a sense of relief, a sense of inspiration. A little bit of anticipation. 6th to 11th, there's going to be the feeling of this has finally passed. However, we find ourselves in the thick of change. And that, I think it's because of this preparatory period and this waiting game that you will feel better positioned. Nurturing, yeah, disruption, the Tower. This is full moon energy, guys. I'm going to have to call this the full moon reading because it's on us. Disruption, Tower. You know how the full moon, no, it must be a full moon because you're acting crazy. But there is some, this could be on the world stage that is affecting us on a personal stage. And isn't it funny that when things happen on a world stage, they do happen to us on a personal stage because we're all connected. So there's a lot of nurturing to rebuild here. Prosperity begins, conflicted or not. You are rebuilding on a stable foundation. This feels like change, though. On a level of that inspired, you're doing the waiting game and this slow movement, but it comes to you, even conflicted, it comes to you what this inspiration will be. This prosperity begins. This could be a new venture you go into. Suffering in silence. That's part and parcel with this conflict. This is the need to get out of the head and to get away from the worry. Truly, guys, you know that the powers that be want you in that state. Therefore, when you see news coming out that puts people back into that state of fear, it puts them back in the cage that the old system desires. Shadow. It has not been revealed yet. But this mirroring effect, this is telling me, guys, that while you are studying this, wondering, is there going to be a change? It's that waiting game. And all you can do is to wait until the moon reveals it. This is also a warning that, you're going to feel upended, at odds with yourself because of this moon. But this too shall pass. Let's see what's clarifying our unexpected help. Well, she's holding a book. Someone is going to bring you some knowledge. This waiting game and moving slowly is a matter of allowing those energies to pass, accept them for what they are, and allow them to pass. You see that tower that's being built in the background? That looks quite solid this time. And it is the knowledge of your past and what you've gained to now. That has built it or is building it, and you have this unexpected help. Guys, this unexpected help really feels like ethereal help. We see the star. We have UFO disclosure coming up in June, and I think it's going to be more surprising for people than they realize. Triumph, the Chariot, conquering, victory, overcoming the past. It's the fall of the old system, the old ways of doing things, into what is you renewed on your path, your destined path. Claiming the city that you just conquered. Yes, so this week ahead, you're just being very protective of what you have. For some of you, it's about hodling your investments, preparing for any possible challenges that lie ahead, being conservative. All right, this tower with the nurturing to rebuild really feels like it's what I had said here, where you see that strong tower. This is about the research done. How do I rebuild this in the best, most solid way? This is about educating yourself. And for some of you, becoming that master mason, building, that brick on brick. Oh, I just came to mind was, have you seen those walls that are in different parts of the world, especially in South America, where the blocks they're not even uniform, but they are so put together. It's like somebody took a silly putty or clay and just molded it all and squished it against each other, because you can't fit a piece of paper between them. There's no mortar. They're just that tight. And they're finding, or they've discovered that, you know, different civilizations have built on this ancient wall in different areas. Some of them are there for tourists. Some of them you can see were different civilizations that rose up, built on it, but it wasn't as evolved as that first layer. So here we have the tower. That first layer is solid. And this is about the knowledge, the learning of how to build, not on the old system, but on the preordained foundation of the world and the universe. Boy, I'm really babbling today, aren't I? The sun. So whatever this conflict is, you're hodling, you're hanging tight this week, you're being careful about your decisions. Maybe you're being a bit frugal with money. This whole system around you affects you, but you begin to see clearly where prosperity lies, where prosperity begins, and plan for it. And these plans work out beautifully for you. They lead to the rewards. This is also a call to be grateful for the blessings you have in your life now, to allow those energies to come in. This energy of unexpected help. And to go further with a little bit of woo for you. I would be suspicious of anything that the government tells us about these UFOs. There is so much buildup around the evil UFOs or the evil ETs and lizard people. I don't believe they're all like that. Not for a second. Because in my lifetime, I've talked with them. Many of them. When I guide you guys, when you're looking for your true love, and I guide you to talk to your true love like they are already in your life, I truly mean that. The essence of that person is with you, or entity, or guide, or guardian, and you are the master of your own ship. And they are well aware of that. That's that unexpected help coming in. We have some message coming towards you. You're suffering in silence, but I think this message coming to you is, again, it would be a physical one coming towards you. Someone says something to you and everything just clicks. Everything just all of a sudden, you had the aha moment. And the relief that that is over. On the higher level, it would be your guides. Or if this is on a physical level, this is part of that law of attraction. You ask, you receive. Suffering in silence. You ask, now you receive. And when you receive, it will be decisive. It'll be sudden. It'll be an unexpected. And then it'll be like this. The change. Now I know what to do. And you act decisively and quickly. Recognition. All right. When that moon finally reveals the secrets, it will reveal your property, your value, your self-esteem, your inner value, your outer value. We have recognition and reward here. This is wonderful news. When this moon reveals, this is fantastic news. And maybe because of these smart choices you make up here, there's going to be some success from this choice, this decisiveness that brings recognition, public recognition. Eight of Summer, walking away. Look at that book. Knowledge. A strong tower. This is about the desire for a more meaningful life. Moving forward, moving on into this next stage of understanding and knowledge gained. And choosing to make those major life decisions. I tell you, this full moon is no small thing. Release. This is releasing the past. Finally, it's making that decision. You've been suffering in silence, trying to end an old way of being, wanting a new beginning, a new life, a new you, a new renewed. But this is about letting go of the past. The ending that makes way for these new opportunities coming in, racing in. As soon as this release happens, this race is in. This triumph. It makes way for those new opportunities that move in. So again, this week ahead, you're going to be slow, meticulous, careful. There is a solution coming towards you. Unexpected help. You'll be educating yourself about going forward. The decision and the action that you take when this news or energy comes in for you, when that full moon reveals all, will be a beautiful release. Full moons are about releases and new moons about beginnings. This full moon would be a really good time to release. Probably the best time to release. Light a candle. Make a conscious thought or say it out loud that I release all these old negatives. Please allow these new energies to come in and fill my life with positive goodness. And your guides and guardians may not be from this dimension, but I believe they will manifest. And they do come in forms often in others. You've heard of walk-ins. It happens to us all when we have that moment of spiritual understanding and full fulfillment. I hope that helped. I hope you have a glorious week ahead. Embrace the full moon and its changes that it is bringing for you. God bless. Bye-bye for now.